sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at the Steeler defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
In motion left, Flowers. Here's Jackson to throw. He had him there open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He had the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And they'll run with the former LSU Tiger. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. They'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Okay, ready? And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this down to the 38. The Steelers at 9-7 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 38 now, here's second down at 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
If you look at this defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been effective with the ball in his hands all season long. The NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdowns scored on the ground. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Here's second and 10.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackles. At the Steelers' 29-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
Jackson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dameon Pierce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7.
Ravens 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. Their own 35-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. And he's got it down to the 28.
You give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action with Jackson. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd down and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 61 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw here. Slant route, and he's got Fryermuth. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! Johnny Smith, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he enters his final weekend as the league leader in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been a dynamic dual threat all season long. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up a 3rd and 5 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 11. Now Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Jackson now. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On 4th down, Matt Araiza is sent on to punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Malachi starts on the coverage.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. And only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down and 6 now. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
22-yard line.
They toss it to Ward. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He will push his way down to about the 14. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Throwing out left and finding Likely. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he is into the end zone for Baltimore touchdown. Isaiah Likely with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Here we go, set.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shut up. Alert. 70 Lions. Take over.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ravens 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, with the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Raven first down.
Jackson. A check down here for Henry. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
35-yard line.
Now it's Jackson.
They'll find Bateman once more.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing is Jackson.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimum gain.
In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Short throw to Smith, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagle.
Another carry for Pierce. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Hurt. 19, 18.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
18 Cardinal,
Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 10, 46 seconds to go. It's a tall order, but they do begin with decent field position on first down. Jackson to throw to Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up second and 1.
And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. And they will get the conversion on fourth down to stay alive, but time not an ally.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson. Zacharias has it complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. That is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll come up now on second down. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles.